Live from London, this is BBC. Hello and welcome, I'm Luxmy Gopal. We start the programme in Brussels, where a ceremony is being held this morning to mark the 75th anniversary of the NATO alliance. As the war in Ukraine continues, the alliance has agreed to start planning for a greater role in coordinating military aid to the country. Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg has been speaking at the ceremony and says the bloc not only strengthens Europe's security, but also makes North America stronger. The UK Foreign Secretary Lord Cameron has said he's working to get Ukraine and NATO into the best possible shape by November, ahead of the US election. Speaking to the BBC's Ukraine cast, he also ruled out Western boots on the ground in Ukraine. The UK Foreign Secretary Lord Cameron speaking there. Well, let's speak to our defence correspondent, and a little later in the programme we'll be speaking to Finland's Foreign Minister Elina Valtonen live from the NATO meeting in Brussels. But now let's turn to the Middle East, where calls for an independent investigation into the death of 7 aid workers killed by Israeli airstrikes on a convoy in Gaza earlier this week are growing. The non-governmental organisation that employed the aid workers, the World Central Kitchen, has released a statement calling on the government. Israel's economy minister there. Well, our Middle East correspondent Yolande Nell brought us the latest from Jerusalem. Our Middle East correspondent Yolande Nell there. Here in the UK, 3 former Supreme Court justices have joined more than 600 legal experts in calling for the government to end weapons sales to Israel. One of those former justices is Lord Sumption. Talking to the BBC, he explained why he decided to sign the letter. Let's speak to our political correspondent. Well, let's speak now to John Deverill, a former brigadier with the British Army and former director of defence diplomacy at the Ministry of Defence. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we heard there that around the world and across the UK, this is BBC News.